Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday's Intentional Life and Business Tip of the Week. Each Wednesday, I show up here to share a tip of the week that you can actually use in your life and your business to grow. The end of the month, the last Wednesday of the month, last Wednesday of the month is April 24th. I choose one winner to win either an hour coaching session with myself via my Zoom platform, so you can live anywhere in the world, or my vision journal, my guided vision journal. So last month's winner won the guided vision journal, and I signed it and popped it in the mail to him. So go ahead and comment below and I'll choose a winner the last Wednesday of the month. What I really like to know is how these tips are working for you in your life. Last week, we discussed creating your mantra. A mantra is sort of an abbreviated mission or vision statement, something that you can look at every day, and it's going to compel you to remember why you are doing what you're doing. Okay? So if you think of Nike, just do it, really simple, really short, really sweet, really powerful. So if you missed last week's session where I give directions on creating your mantra, go back and listen to last week's session. Come up with your mantra. Hopefully you all have them, and I would love to hear some of them. So comment below with what you've come up with. So next on your intentional business and life plan is goals. I like to put goals into categories, 1 to 3 categories. Less is best. Within each of these categories are going to be a lot of action steps, and that's why I say less is best. So 1 to 3 categories. A category could be business, home, travel, health and spirituality, relationships, networking. Those are just some ideas for you, and some ideas that others have used when taking my workshops and my retreats. So think broad. Think about if you go into the grocery store or a department store, how things are broken into categories. Like the women's section has clothing, accessories, nightwear, bras. So it's divided into different sections within that broad category, women's section. Okay? So think broad and less is best. Now within those categories are going to be your goals. I like to think and share this story with you for you to think about it when setting your goals. I heard a speaker a couple of years ago talking about setting a target. And often we set our target so extremely high that we get really frustrated and discouraged and we don't achieve the goal that we set out to. Why do we do that to ourselves? He shared a story about learning to shoot. He had never shot a gun before. So he went and met with an instructor. The instructor showed him the ins and outs of the gun, first and foremost, and then he put the target, let's just say 100 feet away from him. He shot and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced until he hit that target, that bullseye. Only then did the instructor move the target farther back. He practiced and practiced and practiced until he hit bullseye again. Only then did the instructor move the target out farther. He became so good at shooting, he joined a club and he won awards. And the moral of the story is, his instructor did not put the target way the heck out there in the beginning. Why? Because he would have set him up for failure. So why do we do that to ourselves? We can make our targets, our goals, out here. So we're having to reach, we're having to work for them. And we can hit them and then move the target out farther. So think about that. For instance, if you're putting a number down for your business goal, let's say you're making 100 grand a year, and putting 200 grand down might be a huge target to hit, and that might be setting yourself up to get discouraged along the way and not actually do it. So think realistically. Is this a realistic target goal for me? And then I can adjust it along the way. Okay? Also, when setting these goals, if you go back to your mantra and you ask yourself, is this goal aligned with my mantra? If it's not aligned, let it go. We often think that we have all these goals we want to reach and achieve. And in reality, when it comes right down to putting them on paper and really checking within our hearts instead of our big old ego heads, oftentimes we are uninterested in really achieving that goal that we've thought about for so long. Okay? So ask yourself if the goal aligns with the mantra, aligns with your soul. Don't worry about how you're going to get there yet. Okay? We'll do that next week. We'll do the action steps next week. So for this week, your categories, within your categories, goals. So if it's health and spirituality, perhaps, what's a health goal for yourself? What's a spirituality or a religious goal for yourself? Okay? Keep it simple and dig deep to create these. I want to thank you so much for listening this week and for commenting and sharing your experiences. This episode this week is sponsored by the Women's Business Rejuvenation Retreat in Seldovia in June 7th. We're less than 2 months away, and I have 3 spaces left. Who doesn't want to come to Alaska in the summer? It's at this beautiful remote location. So contact me for details, or you can click my website link. It'll take you right there in the www.alaskatracy.com and just click on the retreat for details. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to hearing how you're growing this week. Have a good day.